I don't know if you ever saw it, but Glenn Greenwald was on Bill Maher's show. And Glenn, he's a very brilliant guy, and he had a very balanced take on it. And he was arguing with Bill Maher versus why they behave the way they do, and making the argument that a lot of it was because of the United States intervening in their countries. That we've been over there and meddling in their countries and meddling in their policies and their government for so long, that this is the reason why these things happen in the first place. And I don't know if you've ever seen it. It might do a good thing to play it, because it was kind of interesting to watch Bill Maher kind of push back against it. But Glenn Greenwald is very well read and really understands the history of this region.
I'm not a huge Glenn Greenwald fan. Many of the positions he's taken I've really liked. He does seem to have a bit of the self-flagellation reflex when it comes to it all comes down to something that the U.S. has done that's evil, or something that Israel's done is evil. So to our earlier conversation, there are features that ISIS believes in, that they believe in, independently of anything that the U.S. could have ever done or will ever do.
But if they were flourishing and we hadn't intervened in their country, do you think it's possible that the rest of the Middle East could be in a similar position? And not to say that Saudi Arabia is perfect, right? The Jamal Khashoggi thing is horrific.
Sure.
I mean, that alone. This is a big criticism for a lot of the American comedians that went over there and participated in the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Yes.
It's like, do you not know what this regime did to an American journalist? But is it possible that these countries could have evolved in a very similar way and
if it weren't for us?
Yes.
No.
No? You don't think so?
No. So Islam has existed for 1,400 years, right? In those
but why did these countries, why does the United Arab Emirates, why do they have a much more open society?
Now, I mean, there are all sorts of reasons. Maybe their rulers, I can't speak.
It is a lot of the rulers.
Exactly.
They're much more progressive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've taken a pill of pragmatism that says that we could still maintain our unique identity while turning an open arms to the West.
Right.
And it takes courageous leaders to say, this is how we can have these two things coexist. I could still be fully steeped in my Muslim identity, but I'm not going to look at the other as a dirty kuffar, right? The dirty non-Muslim, right?
Right.
And so good for them. That's great. But over the 1,400 years, so U.S. is gonna celebrate the 250 year soon, right? Islam has existed for 1,400 years. So we could